This is David Mehmet, Lottodds. It is September 15th, 2016. All right, it's been a while since my last video, and this is because we've been extremely busy coding multiple states into Lottodds and working on Cash5. Um, so far right now we have 14 states, and these are all the states that we have on the site that we've added, and we're adding 2 more states this coming week, and we'll be adding all the states that have lotteries. And once we finish the states, we're going to add countries. All right, so I want to also let you know that I did receive the check from 5 Dimes. Okay, so a lot of you were asking me how legit is 5 Dimes. Well, if you remember, I had won quite a bit of money last time. I remember I put in $1,000 in my account, and I ended up winning 9,000 by investing just 500. So I had returned 9,000, and then the total amount I had won for the whole week was like 13,000 and change. So I won 6, and I'm not kidding, 6 pick 4 straight games using Lottodds. So this was one of the checks that I received, and it came to me pretty fast. It came to me via FedEx within a few days, and for $3,000, and it cleared. So 5 Dimes is no joke. It's a legitimate website. Okay. Now I want to let you know on some what we're working on next. Remember, I'm working on Pick 5. A lot of people have been asking me for Cash 5, Pick 5, or however your state calls it. Pick 5, Cash 5 is going to work totally different than Pick 3, Pick 4 because it has a totally different system, than pick 3 and pick 4. And pick 3, pick 4, the numbers can repeat and they go from 0 to 9, either 3 or 4 numbers, digits. In Cash 5, they don't repeat. Okay, so they go from 1 to a certain number, and depending on the state you are in. So the way I had to structure that is by doing it. I'm going to show you an image here. You see this? These are patterns. So you will, for Cash 5, Pick 5, or however your state calls it, you will not be working with numbers. You will be working solely with patterns, and the computer will choose the predicted numbers for you, and one of the winners highly likely to be in that group. Okay, and this system works, and I'm going to prove it to you later. The reason why I'm doing it this way, because the higher numbers, pick 5, pick 6, Mega Millions, Powerball, they work like this. They work. The engine of these higher lottery games work with these patterns, work with odd, even patterns, plus they work with group patterns. Okay, group patterns. And with the group patterns, let's start with here, with the odd, even patterns in like Cash 5, has 32 odd even, right? Pick 4, what was it, 16, and pick 3, what was it, like 8? Okay, so with pick 5 or Cash 5, it's 32 odd even. But on top of that, the lottery numbers in Cash 5, Cash 6, Mega Millions, and Powerball, they also sit on another foundation, and that's the group pattern foundation. And the group pattern foundation, it's easy to determine odd even, right? People could see that right away by looking at that, but the group patterns, it's difficult. Okay, not a lot of people see that. Very, very few, if any at all. And even when I see that, they don't even know how to determine how many group patterns there are. And I'm going to tell you right now how many group patterns there are. There are 125 group patterns. So you're dealing with 32 odd even patterns, and you're dealing with 125 group patterns, right? All you do is choose a top odd even pattern, combining with the group pattern, and the machine will automatically produce the predicted numbers. If the next winner has the odd even pattern and the group pattern, you are guaranteed, and I'm going to prove it to you because I've tested it multiple times, that the winner is going to be one of the predicted numbers. Now, a lot of you may go, oh, but come on, it's not going to be easy. You know, taking odd, 32 odd even patterns and picking one of them and combining them with the group pattern, you know, and there's 125 group. But you know what? That's a bunch of hogwash because it is going to be easy by logical deduction. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. And it's awesome, and you're going to win Cash5 because I know I'm going to win it multiple times during the year, and I'm going to show you how you could do that. Watch. Remember, I won Pick 4 6 times straight in 1 week. How many people could do that? Have you ever seen that before? I think I made history. I'm going to show you how you can win Cash5 multiple times in a year. I'm going to show you an example. Look at this. I'm going to show you something here, okay? Look, I'm going to show you, right? Look at this. I want you, here's Cash5 New Jersey, right? Here's an example. I'm going to show you something. You see the first digit here, 3? The higher you go, right? The higher you go, because the group patterns, I'm going to show you how group patterns work. I showed you in past videos, but the higher you go, right, the less group patterns you work with, right? You could deduct the group patterns and watch. Look, I want to show you something here. Look at this. Look at this. Let's go down here. Let's go to some, and a winning number that starts with 20. 20 and above. Look at that. Look at that. July 24th, right? What do you have there? You've got 22, right? And look at this. Down here, you've got 26, right? Watch this. Watch this. All right, let me pull up the group patterns right now. Here, watch this. Now, this I worked out, right? This is all the group patterns of 120. Look, see, 125 group patterns, right? Hold on a second. 125. Last one. I want to just make sure the last one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 125. That's correct. So don't mind this right here that says 126. You see where it says here 125, 24? The next was 125, so that's what threw me off. But it's 125 group patterns, okay? So forget about the XL numbers here. They're throwing you off. Anyway, so 125 patterns, right? But check this out. When you work with higher numbers, when you start picking your lottery numbers higher, right? Yes, they come out less often in the year or in the month, right? But look at this. Look what you're working with. Look, from 125, you're working with only how many group patterns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. You're working with only 5 group patterns instead of 125. Okay? And look at this. Look at this number, right? 22, 27, 34, 41, 42. What is the group pattern there? The group pattern, look, is 20s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 40s. Where is this number? Where's this winner? Look. Let's look for it here. We're looking for 20, 20, 30. 20, 20, 30, 40, 40. 20, 20, 30, 40, 40. You see that? It's 107. It's pattern 107, and there you go. Okay? The majority of the winners, when they start above 20 and above, are going to be one of the 5 patterns there. You see that? Okay? So let's look at the next one. The next one is 26, right? 26, hold on a second, let's go back to that. It's 26 is 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, okay? 20, 20, 30, 30, 40. Where is that? 20, 20, look at that, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40. You see that? Now, the reason why I'm excited about this, because when you're working with only 5 patterns here, you could use deduction also. Because I want you to look at something. If you look at here, from the beginning here, right? You start going down here and you start looking at the odd even patterns. Guess what you're going to notice? One of the things you're going to notice. You're going to notice that a lot of these have 3 odds or 3 evens. 3 odds, 3 evens. 3 odds, 3 evens. And what does that now tell you? That now tells you you can work with these 5 patterns, okay? And if the pattern had already won, then you could deduct it. So you'd be working with 4 patterns or 3 patterns, group patterns, right? Then you jump over to the odd even patterns. And if now you're dealing with only 3 odds or 3 evens repeatedly coming out all the time, what are you dealing with now? What are you working with in the odd even pattern? You have 32 odd even patterns, right? So if you know, for example, like say for example, odd came out, look, odd came out, right? There. The chances of an even coming out in the first number is very high, right? So what could you do with that? You could reduce the odd even patterns by half, meaning take out 16 of them. Take out all the numbers, patterns that come out with odd first. So you have 16 remaining. Everyone is starting with even. So if you think 3 evens are going to come out, say for example, 3 evens in next winner, okay, or 3 odds or whatever, it could be even and then 3 odds or whatever, then what do you have to play with? You have only 5 numbers. 5 numbers to play with. For example, with the even, right? With even numbers, there are only 5 patterns that have 3 evens in them. So now you're working with 5 patterns, 5 group patterns, and only 5 odd even patterns. Okay? You see what I'm talking about? So when you see 125 group patterns and 32 odd even patterns, that is not actually what you're dealing with. You use a logic of deduction, okay? And that's how you are going to win Cash 5. And I'm going to show you how you could win, because I'm going to win it, and I know I'm going to win it. Okay, just like I won 6 pick 4 straight games. 6 in 1 week. Who does that? Who does that? You know, I did that because I used lotto odds, and it works. It works because the logic is on point. This is how lottery games work. This is how the numbers work. You know, they sit on patterns. And if you're not playing with the patterns, if you're not working with patterns, then you don't know what the hell you're doing. And you're going to keep losing like you always keep losing. And you'll never win, okay? You'll never win the big ones. On rare occasion, you might win pick 3 or even pick 4 maybe, box. But you'll never win the biggest game, okay? The biggest Cash 5, Mega Millions, Powerball, because you don't know how to play. And if you ever do win, it's purely by luck, okay? But I'm showing you a way how you can look at things logically. I'm showing you how lottery systems actually work, okay? And that is my cue to say, good luck.